What's up, guys? I'm Des. This is Chris. This is Ryan. And welcome to The Up.
This is my perfect victory! That's right!
All right, quickly, we're going to go around. Give me your Super Bowl predictions. Early Super Bowl predictions. Just rip it off, Chris.
Well, I can't deny the elite coaching and just what I saw from Seattle last year. I mean, that was a just machine running through the NFL. I mean, they were just elite on both sides of the ball. I mean, I watched games where their offense played, less than, a decent performance or average performance, I should say, less than average, and they were beating teams by 30. And it was like effortless. I mean, it was like this team didn't have to be elite to look elite. And that's what's scary to me, that they were that good on the football field last year. So I mean, it'd be hard to pick anybody other than them out of the NFC. I mean, just with how Sam Darnold has gotten his confidence back with, to me, what I believe was just it. I mean, you can call it bias, you can say whatever you want, but JSN, what he was able to accomplish last year, the way he runs routes, the way he plays the wide receiver position, to me is unlike any player I've seen before. He looks about as smooth of a route runner as I've ever seen. He's got great hands, and he's quick and shifty with the ball in his hands. So it's going to be very, very tough for teams to beat Seattle. They did lose Kenneth Walker, but I think they'll be able to figure out that position and plug in a guy to be just as good as him. I mean, Charbonnet, we know, is a really good running back, but let's see if they can bring in another piece to go along with him. So Seattle would be my pick out of the NFC. On the AFC side, it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out of the AFC. I mean, I always love looking at Buffalo. I'm truly, I always am on the side of Buffalo. I'm rooting for them as the season goes on because I'd like to see them break through. Not just for Ryan's sake, but just because I believe that's a team that deserves it, and that's a city that deserves it. So I'd like to see Buffalo make it through the AFC. However, I think it's hard to deny that Kansas City is a little bit upset with their results of late, and they're going to be trying to make a big push, getting the last bit out of that roster that they can before it all, ends up, departing. Those guys aren't going to stay there forever. Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, those quality of players aren't going to stay. If they have a good draft and get a good piece in the top 10, we could be seeing Kansas City go back to the Super Bowl. I don't want to see it. We could very well see it. So I'm looking at Seattle, maybe the Rams in the NFC. Those would be my top two in the NFC. And then looking at the AFC, I'm thinking Kansas City. I unfortunately, I'm going to put them up there. I think Mahomes will. He's on track to come back for the start of the season, is he not? Or no?
I think they're gonna wait a little bit. I think he'll come back.
3-5 games.
So
they just who did they just got a quarterback in free agency.
Justin Fields. That's why I'm.
Yeah, I think Justin Fields is gonna start the first couple weeks.
I would love to see it. Would love to see it. I don't know if that'll help them. If that'll help him. If Mahomes isn't back by the at least game 3 or 4, I probably will lean away from Kansas City, and I'll look to a team of the Buffalo. Maybe I could see New England building on their success. I don't know with this Mike Vrabel stuff, if that's going to affect the team. Whoa, what do we got going over there, Ryan? Did we see that?
Sorry, no. I have a pair of pliers in my hand, and I was just squeezing them because that New England take kind of just.
Well, I mean, they did just make the Super Bowl, and they do have a young, talented quarterback. It's hard to not look at a team.
Yeah, but if you had to play the JV team every single week, you'd make the Super Bowl too.
I'm just saying, I think they're going to build. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to continue to get better. New England has a history of once they find their quarterback, they seem to do pretty well for a long period of time. We saw that with the last guy that they had. And if anybody knows how to run that system and reapply that to this, it's Mike Vrabel. He spent a lot of time under Belichick and in those Brady years when they were winning. So would be my concern. He's seen it from the inside. He knows how to do it, and he's obviously showing that and just going to the Super Bowl in year 1, right? So New England's a team I would look out for in the AFC. Buffalo, I would love to see them make it. I just can't imagine they'll get over the hump. I think they'll be good, but not good enough to make any kind of noise. Other than that, I mean, I would love to see Cincinnati finally put it together on defense, and I think that if they can get the right piece on defense, they can make some noise, barring that they stay healthy. I think they have all the pieces to do what they did in Joe Burrow's rookie or sophomore season, Jamar Chase's rookie season. But I would, if I had to take one clear pick, bold pick. I'm going to go bold. I'm not going to copy the Super Bowl. Let's go with Cincinnati. Let's get crazy and go Cincinnati.
This dude just named out half the AFC.
I named three teams.
Fair
teams.
Fair enough.
I said Kansas City, Buffalo, New England.
So you got Cincinnati and the Seahawks Super Bowl prediction. Ryan, what's yours?
Getting a little wild with it.
I'm gonna keep this really short and sweet. I think the Rams are going to come back firing next year. I think this is gonna be one of Matthew Stafford's last good years. So I think the Rams are going to come back. I think they're going to face Seattle in that championship game, and I think they're going to get that revenge that they needed. They just signed that cornerback. Is it McDuffie?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, from Kansas City. I think that's going to booster their defense. And once again, don't have first-round picks because why do the Rams ever need them?
Will Puka be good?
Who got to figure out a lot of stuff off the field. We're going to see what happens there. But once again, I don't think he steps back. Hopefully the off-field stuff doesn't affect him. Devontae Adams, I think, will take an even larger step than what he had last year. And I think that Rams team is just going to be hard to beat. That Seattle team is going to be rough to beat, but I think Rams are going to take it. As far as AFC, my heart is saying Buffalo, and it's screaming Buffalo. But my brain tells me you can't count out the Chiefs. So my prediction is going to be the Rams versus the Bills. That's what it was last year. That's what it is this year. It's going to be interesting to see that AFC. I think AFC is anyone's game. I think NFC, you got probably three teams. But AFC, I think, is up for grabs. It'll be interesting to see Denver. I think they're a team to watch. The Bills, team to watch. Kansas City, if Mahomes can get healthy, it's going to be a team to watch. Not really worried about Patriots. They're going to face a tougher schedule this season, and it's going to show that last year was a fluke. Let's see.
I have to agree.
Sorry.
Don't take my pick, Chris.
Houston is someone I forgot.
Let me sit on this pick. I've been sitting. You guys have talked for 10 minutes, and I've been sitting here waiting on my pick. Seattle, I think, great coach, great offense, great defense. They have all the pieces. They've shown what they can do. Won the Super Bowl. Defensively, smirked the team. Murked the NFL AFC Championship team. And on the AFC side, before Chris could say it, because I'm sitting on this, the Houston freaking Texans. I like Stroud. He had a terrible year last year, if you ask me. Chris said it wasn't that bad. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, you lose Joe Mixon, but you get David Montgomery, who I think is a great running back. Obviously, he kind of got pushed out of Detroit for obvious reasons. I mean, there gets to that point to where you can't have two. It's hard to keep a tandem of NFL running backs. But I think they have, offensively, they have the pieces. I think their coach is great defensive mind. And when you look at that defense, they showed why they should be in it. Sadly, that Patriots game was an ugly one. It was a defensive battle. And
they still almost won.
I mean, it was a...
I think that goes to show that how bad the Patriots really were.
It was a terrible outing by C.J. Stroud. It was cold. It was great defense, and that pressure was on them. But I think, nonetheless, that is a team you need to watch out for. I think they proved that they belong. They've tweaked a couple pieces on the offensive side, and you're looking at a team that kind of reminds me of the Seahawks. Seahawks, I didn't think they were phenomenal offensively. I think they were really good. I think there was times where Darnold was good, but he wasn't anything phenomenal. He threw 4 picks in a game that they won, which shows how good a defense is. Did they lose that game?
Well, that was the Rams, like the first time they played the Rams, and they lost by like 2 points, 3 points.
Well, I thought it was the other way around. I thought the Rams.
No, they lost to the Rams the first time, I believe.
They lost the first time, they won the second time, but I think the first time was when he threw 4 picks.
No, that's what it was. I'm mixing it up.
I think the Rams went down and scored on the last possession.
It was a close game. It was a close game.
It was definitely, if I'm remembering right.
Nonetheless, I think Houston's a team you need to watch out for, especially if that offense takes a jump forward and that defense takes any type of step forward. Watch out.
You have to remember, I mean, Houston was plagued by injuries offensively last year.
Yeah.
No Tank Dell, no Joe Mixon for most of the season.
Yeah.
Nico Collins, I believe, got hurt in the playoffs, if I'm correct.
I think he was nursing some leg injury, but yeah.
So they were missing a lot of pieces. The offensive line still has to figure out their identity. I don't think they're protecting Stroud as best as they could. So it's a lot of pieces that need to improve and change, and obviously health will play a big role in the success of Houston. But like we said, we need to see a big step out of C.J. Stroud. He needs to be a better leader, and he needs to be a better just overall commander of the football field at the quarterback position.
Yeah, and I think he has the intangibles, so it'd be really cool to see. A team like the Texans make a big jump and maybe even the Super Bowl win. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us on all platforms. We got much more coming. As always, we'll catch you on the up.